We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great day. This is Aether Workshop Starry Eyes, the podcast where you send in your submissions and we give you tips and tricks on how to improve your pixel art. I'm Sprite Star, creator of Olympia. We have Wishstring, creator of Astra, and Geek, creator of Malo. I'm getting good at this. Holy shit. There we go. Hell yeah.
I was expecting you.
One of my favorite memes of all time. Hell yeah.
Alright. Today is an extremely special day.
Oh, it's a special day indeed. Oh, we're happy about this one. Oh
Why?
yeah, I forgot. Okay, I gotta do. Where's this one?
Mhm.
Somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is special day. Hold on. There he is. There she is. Look at her.
The episode name.
Yeah, Gemma's back. Finally.
Gemma's back.
For those who don't
Finally.
know, back in the OG days of NA Cord, on the inception of a, was that a horn?
That wasn't me, I swear.
That's far outside my window.
Oh man, even the car's excited for Gemma being back. Holy shit. But yeah, Shock was working on this character named Gemma, and it was a cool little but for difficulties outside of his control with his computer, all the files were lost. And finally picking back up on the project, and we could not be more excited for this character being back. So yeah, Gemma's here and she's ready to party.
Characters that was submitted. Yeah, Gemma's one of the characters that was submitted to battle against Godwa.
Ooh.
So there you go. One of the first submissions to Workshop.
Yeah,
Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
stream's stuttering.
yeah. Give it a second.
Oh no.
Give it a second. I'm still in the
Give it a
green.
second.
Yeah, we should be fine now.
There you go. You
Maybe,
should
yeah.
be fine.
Oh,
Okay.
why was I like 13 seconds on delay? That was weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh wow.
Internet and...
Interneted.
All right.
Thanks,
All right.
Knuckles.
So yeah, let's go ahead and start off this stream right. Let's go ahead and break down and give some good tips and tricks on how to improve this animation. Who would like to go first?
Not me.
Damn.
Alright, I guess I'll fucking go then.
Your turn to start, Geek.
Okay. Overall, this is really fucking good. There's
Yeah?
a reason we're excited for this one. Yeah, a couple little well, the one I want to point out is the wings are kind of weird. I am not sure how they're structured, but they look like normal bat wings, complete with the giant fucking, like the thumb claw thing.
Yeah.
The most obvious thing I can point out right now is there's a hard outline between like the actual arm part of the wing and the wing part of the wing, and I don't think that should be there. Because like I looked at a skeleton of an actual like bat wing, it's a giant hand. Every bird wing is a giant hand in like skeletally. So it's not like two separate objects, it's just a big hand. So I think that could be represented better here. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that and like they seem weirdly flat and the shading is weird. Like on the right side wing, like the front of it's lit up, right? So it's like, okay, that's facing the outside. The left seems to be facing the same angle, but it's fully shaded, and I don't know what. And besides the shading inconsistency, I think they could just use a bit more texture to them. Like it's the biggest part of their silhouette. Give it more pizzazz.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for the wings.
Okay, I want to point out a little detail here. And I just like it. It's
Yeah.
like the little frou-frou thing on the neck.
Yeah, it has a really good motion to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love it. It's subtle, but it's there. I love it. Okay. Alright. See, I usually would point out the legs, right? But then I just look at it from afar a little bit and then it suddenly looks okay. I'm not too sure about the legs though. Like, they don't bend enough, or they bend in, or they do bend enough. It's just that it depends on which zoom. I think you're perfectly fine with this though.
Yeah.
Do you think they're bending in the right directions?
Like, okay, now not I see it. Okay, on the left leg, facing us. All right. So I don't know, but if it looks like they're awkwardly just bending that leg, and like the foot stays very stationary for it.
Yeah.
You know, like what do you call this? You stretch your leg forward, and then you move down, but like the other leg is very far apart, kind of deal. So it feels like a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It depends on zoom level, though. It really depends on zoom level, so it's kind of hard to pick up. At least for me. How about you guys? How about you, Spark?
Well, the biggest thing that I was gonna pick out would be the wings. I think that's the biggest thing to biggest thing to address for this. If we're going to break down the animation outside of that. Okay, we should begin now. Okay. I would probably say something along the lines of having the heel of the foot rise a little bit, especially when the legs are the most straight out, because that way it will look like the rest of the body is kind of forming with it. I understand why the feet are planted, and you can still do that motion there, right? But like for how I would envision like a character that's a bat that has wings already like spread out, because Jimba looks like she could take off at any moment. She could take off at any moment. So like maybe that extra little bounce by just moving the heel up and down with the motion would help out with that. Other than that, I think that's the only thing I can point out right now. This animation is like, if we were to give this a number, 90% done, easy. Like,
yeah. Okay, now that you mentioned that, Spar, yeah, that's what I feel like get. Like, the other leg seems to be like lifting the ankle, but the other leg doesn't.
yeah.
That was why it's like off for me. Yeah, pretty good with that. Yeah. Aside from that, yeah. Whatever everyone said. Okay. Gemma.
Yeah.
Gemma.
They're returning. I'm happy. We're all happy.
Gemma, backstory for a little bit. Gemma was by far one of the OCs that started off in NA Court that I was the most excited for. next to like Hara, Kyra, what was the one OC with like there was like a goat, but she was like going to school and she had like low confidence or something like that. Like that was her.
I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name.
Yeah, like the person who was working on that didn't pursue it any further, I think. But like, yeah, no, that was like one of the many OCs that were coming out that I was really excited to see progress on. To like, Gemma coming back is nice. Glad to have you back. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next submission. And if I remember correctly, gotta check the list. Yep. All right. Next up is the bunny dude.
Bunny.
He's doing an up strong. It looks like.
Honestly, by the style, I really like this. Like it feels that earthboundy kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's very toy boxy, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need to find if there's some extra description to this. I swear I saw something about it. Where is it? 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 There we go. Oh. It just says updating my submission since the animation has changed. Okay. Alright, so my biggest gripe here, it's not like the entire animation itself. Like, I think it's part of the charm. It's just the way that the circle is formed on the top. That's an oval. That's not a circle.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of view it as like a flat disc, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a flat disc. Though it's not like circular enough to...
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. It's like, what do you call this? It just doesn't taper right to the motion of it spinning.
Yeah.
And... Yeah.
Yeah, like the top and bottom lines especially, like those could be...
Yeah.
Just use the circle tool.
Yeah.
Aside from that, legs. I didn't know that there's some jagging there.
It's the
And
pants are pillow shaded. No. You had it.
Yeah.
You had it, man. You had it with the shirt. The shirt shading is so good, especially when you like actually do shadowing with it. Especially when the body is leaning over. Like,
Yeah.
you know how to shade. Why don't you do it for the pants?
Yeah.
It's actually easier to shade the pants that way instead of pillow shading it. Like, it's actually easier. You just made things harder on yourself, dude. Oh boy. Well, there goes my critique against this one. I feel like this animation is already like pretty good. I like the motion of it. I like the fact that you use the ears to like show the direction where the hands are going. I think that's a really good choice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like nuances here that I really appreciate, but the pillow shaded pants needs to be fixed ASAP.
Aside from that, like I still feel the legs is a little bit wrong, right? Since
Yeah.
I'm not sure about how to point this out aside from the pillow shading. Like there's like a little bit of jagged here and there that's unusual, but at the same time it's like could be just very nitpicky,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's literally just the legs, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Also, Honda Civic, the reason why Olympia is buggy is because I don't have the Halloween skin. That's it. But other things are happening too, so don't worry about it. Anyway, back to the podcast.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
To preface this, I love effects animation, especially. Like, yeah, all animation is really good, but like, I just like making things break apart and fly apart is just effects. So, I think the effect of the whatever it is breaking apart could use some work. It's already good. Like, it's already really good. I can tell where it's moving, but it doesn't feel all that like impactful. It just kind of like drifts apart, and I think you could improve that. Like,
Yeah.
like the actual character animation makes it look like he's like forcing it apart. He's like, "Cha!" But like it just kind of like,
Yeah, it just kind of.
yeah, it just kind of like. So I think if you make it like explode out faster, like make it start going out really fast and then just kind of like stop it in midair, like it's got a bunch of like wind resistance or whatever.
Yeah.
But make it look more like an explosion and less just kind of moving apart, I guess. And
Yeah,
I think that'll help a lot with the attack, especially when it actually lands, to make it like, oh, that was actually a strong hit instead of just, oh, I guess the opponent's flying now.
Yeah, it's like a fast to slow kind of motion on particle.
Yeah, like, general tip for anyone watching, don't be afraid to exaggerate the force behind a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in Rivals especially, you are so flying, like, across the entire stage. And the more their animation conveys that, the better it'll look. And like, even if they're at 0% and it doesn't send them all that far, it will still hurt. So make things look like explosions as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm. Put on the like wacky dilly mayo.
Just give me a second. We're trying to get back into this. Okay, we're live. Ah, jeez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
There. Wait, music is off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Are we back?
Are we back? We're back. Epic. Okay.
I'm big mad.
Explain the tornado thing.
Yeah.
Part.
Yeah. Where did it cut off?
You were talking about the disc dispersing and the hit needing some more exaggeration for it to look like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you where I couldn't tell you where it cut off because the internet just completely dropped. Like, I couldn't hear anything after a point.
Oof. Okay.
Oh boy.
Technicality in chat said cut off on make everything look like explosions.
Yeah.
That's a good point to leave off on.
Yeah.
That's exactly where we were about to move on to the next one, actually.
Oh. Yeah, and then we noticed there's no ending transition back to idle. The animation just kind of stops.
Oh yeah, it doesn't go back to idle. It just kind of snaps straight back to the animation.
And I said was like, you could repurpose like the starting animations, just make it altered to like.
Yeah.
Don't redraw everything. Looking at Spar.
Alright. Yeah, the fucking. Okay, there we go. What the hell is happening? Okay.
Yeah, your internet's acting up again.
What the fuck?
I got.
This has happened like once before.
Yeah, but that was on like way worse internet. But whatever. It's probably one of my roommates using some shit. It's fine.
Oh,
fine.
cool.
We're good now. I'm looking
Well,
at the
it's a good
thing.
thing we're critiquing pixel art because we can see like 5 pixels on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Transition back into idle. You can just use the going into the animation, but do it reverse. You ain't gotta make new frames. Looking at you, Spar. Not me, Mug. Witch string back.
Most important meal of the day, serving it up, Gary's white blood.
Yeah.
Remember to stay hydrated, guys. Keep yourself safe and stay at home.
Eat the monster can. That's where all the protein's at. Anyway. Let's go to the next.
Eat your monster with or without the shell.
Let's go over to our next animation, and this time we're gonna double check the order. Yep, it's trying to reconnect it. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
what the shit?
Oh.
Give it a second. Give it a second. It's going through. I'm looking at it. Yeah, we're good.
it's crash.
I'm gonna prepare a backup stream just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, good idea.
This is funny because my internet crashed just like Crash the Bandicoot. Fucking.
Funny jokes!
Oh man, the lag on that part is gonna sound great.
Oh! Okay.
Yep.
Crash.
We're back. We're trying. Man,
We're trying to get back.
what the
I just got an error occurred thing on my end.
Yeah. Well,
I blame Crash.
Yeah. Crash is the reason why this is happening.
I blame Crash. The Bandicoot.
But yeah.
Coot the bang.
Comedic timing, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually do this. Fuck! We're good. Let's go ahead and fucking crash bandwidth. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, let's. Before my fucking internet just shits itself, let's go ahead and like continue on with the critique, alright?
Yeah.
So,
Fire, but we must critique.
yeah. Since you guys already since you guys has already started on the last ones, I will do this one. Well, begin this one. Start this one off. So, this animation is surprisingly well done. Like, holy hell. I like the energy behind it. Like, the pop out of the legs after the spin is over is really good. Then we got, like, the actual spin and all that stuff. Like, you even decided that, like, I swear to God. You even decided that the smear frames of the actual spin doesn't have an outline, but the actual body does. That's a very good touch to it.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very hard for me to, like, come up with anything really to, like, help you out in this. It's pretty good other than, like, the arms being fuck.
I'm preparing a backup stream, don't worry.
Who's downloading pie recipes again?
I'm the geek spray. Hey geek, did you send me the?
Okay, hold on. Wait, no, that's a small version.
It's
There.
and I
Are we
think
back?
we're back. I think.
Are we back?
Yeah, I think we're back.
Big mad. Still big mad.
Still big. Still big.
I'll never be not big mad about what's happening today.
Hi, can I get a big mad?
a big mad.
Big mad.
Oh God. Okay.
Just want to live a normal life. be with friends, a podcast.
Okay. Where was it? Okay, we're back. we're back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Wish, can you use the other image that I just posted for me?
Hold up. let's make this perfect.
Yeah, we got the stream to work, guys. All we have to do is remove the rest of the fucking bullshit. Got rid of all the unnecessary pixels, and now we're back to the essentials. Hell yeah.
The basics.
Perfect. Alright.
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay, so we're back. We're fine.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, this is good.
Let's
This is a good bit.
let's continue where we last left
Storyboard
off.
stream. Where we left off last on me complimenting the sprite with how like the smear works and all that stuff, and just all of these like really good like flair to it, and makes it look as crazy as possible for Crash, which is on par with its brand.
Mhm.
It's really good.
Like I really like the impacts being sold here. It's like an actual
it's pretty good.
spin. Is this like neutral?
It's a forward special, it seems like.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because Crash only has like one move.
Okay, unless
Yeah.
you count like the future games, but like we don't talk about those. Except
Yeah.
Like, Crash only has like one primary move, which is just like the spin. But he also
spin,
has like a bunch of
the
he also
slide.
has like a bunch of other things like the slam, double jump, the bazooka, the wamp, like anything of the Wampa stuff, the animals he ride on and shit. Yeah,
The bear, the
slide
the
kick.
slide.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. Okay. I actually can't find anything to point out here. Because, well, first of all, it's very dynamic. And I really like the fact that when they're spinning, you actually remove the outline, meaning they're a moving hitbox.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything to say with this?
I guess the only thing that I could say is that like when the animation is over, the arms are really shrunken in. And I'm guessing that's to like make sure that his hitbox is not too far out afterwards.
That,
It's
or
missing a
they
final
have a
frame.
really small canvas.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, I feel like it could use like a little, like the arms being a lot more wider.
Mhm.
Definitely.
I see.
Like-
By
like
the way,
it's-
I've been told that it doesn't have the frame that transitions back to idle. It's missing a final frame.
Kinda does, but I don't think it's enough. It still does snap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although that making it super smooth isn't that bad. Like, isn't that important? Like, I'd say this amount of a jump is okay.
It's not mandatory.
Yeah, but like, there was a blog post on for Rivals a while back where they actually made the ending animation of. They made the ending animations of certain moves snap more than they used to. Like they made the transition less smooth because it more clearly conveyed like, oh, the move is over now.
Mhm.
So having some amount of snap is fine. It doesn't need to smoothly transition super like a bunch. Just don't make it jarring.
Yeah. In this case, I think we could definitely afford their arms being a lot wider. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely could, yeah.
And yeah, we're
Yeah,
kind of
looks
aware
good.
that like Crash doesn't have startup and end lag, but this is the rivals we're talking about, so there needs to be a
Yeah.
startup and end lag, which is okay. Like you could still definitely like portray the character better with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we have on this one.
There he goes.
Here he goes. All right, let's proceed to the next guy over here.
Yeah, let's go over to the next one.
Large.
Large, not too
Large
large,
and in
but
charge.
still large.
Sizable.
Sizable, yes. Here we go. This is a nice little chomper over here. Slide chomp, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming it is dash attack. I'm assuming it's dash attack. Let me check. I have to check.
I feel like
Either dash attack or down tilt.
we gave out like 3 different kinds of moves.
It's F strong. It's F strong. They do some kind of bite slide.
Huh. I mean,
That's
is
cool.
that different?
Wait, up strong?
F strong. Forward
F
strong.
strong. Okay, that makes more sense. Munchie.
Okay.
Let's start on this one.
Okay, I want to start this off. Okay,
Okay.
it's like
Yeah.
this is a pretty good, like, not per se in the animation. It's more of the usability kind of thing. Why does he open his mouth on the slide and not during the jump forward? Right?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like you want to tackle first, then chomp, or you want to have the tackle with the chomp, right? So you go to like a slide forward, like reasonably, like I think it's
I would say for me, the thing that calls out the most for this animation is that like these are kind of just like the keyframes for this, right? And the keyframes are very clear, but like there's a lot of like you can still do a lot with these keyframes. Like instead of like the charge being just him lowering down, him lowering down to his knees or whatever, you could have like the actual like torso and like the spine like curve in, or rather curve out, so it looks like he's like leaning more so to the move instead of it kind of just like belly flops down.
It's like I feel like should be a keyframe like before the belly flop down, right?
Yeah,
With the mouth open. Like unless that's like how you really intended it, it's like it's a 2-hit move, and that'd be weird. That'd be weird. That'd be a very weird strong.
yeah. But,
Okay. Okay. Listen, I can tell you're just moving. You just drew stuff once, and you're just rotating and moving it around. You know how I can tell? Look at the horns. When he opens his mouth, that's not how heads move at that angle.
Oh my
You're just
God.
rotating it to the side.
Oh my god! Yeah. Okay, I just noticed the horns. How did you mention it?
Gotta
listen.
the little catchphrase of the podcast. Don't be afraid to redraw things, especially at this stage. It's literally just blobs right now.
Yeah.
Not just the head rotating, but the torso also just rotates and just kind of shifts around a bit when it when it really needs to follow the actual motion of the attack. Those are the two big. Those are the two big ones. Like, the legs look fine. They like kick back nicely, and the wings, like, you can get away with just copying and pasting those a bunch because they're on the back. They're not a huge part of the attack. Nobody's gonna notice if you just rotate those. Believe me, I have done that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But on a 3/4 perspective, you can't just rotate something and expect it to look nice. So redraw things, please. You'll thank yourself later because you have a larger library of stuff to pick from when you're copying and pasting sprites.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is definitely one way. Actually, yeah, that's necessary. Don't skip out on it. I'm not saying it's one way. No. It's necessary.
Yeah. Animation is about making things move, about drawing things more than once.
Mm-hmm. I really like that you're sliding though. Also, like, I think, okay, now that I look at this more, it's like, they kneel down, then push themselves forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a penguin.
Yeah, like a penguin. I don't know, it feels, I think it's better to actually, like, leap forward than slide. It feels much more powerful that way.
Yeah. Even then, you still have to, like, adjust. It's either adjusting the spine and making it curve more, or adjusting the legs so it can look like you're about to leap off instead of, like, kneeling down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Like, even if you, like, kneel down... Wait. Is the kneel down the charge?
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on how you do it, but my recommendation is definitely a better leap forward. It sells the impact a lot more. Like a leap forward chomp and then like slide, then just slide.
Yeah.
Also, don't worry, guys. It won't buffer ever. This is a very consistent stream this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us move to the next one.
Alright.
Is it just me or they are pivoting the upper head from the jaw instead of the jaw from the upper head?
Yup.
Oh,
yeah, they're puppeting.
Oh.
My favorite.
Muppeting. That's actually a very good observation of the way that that's...
Yeah.
Muppets. Yep. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Oh boy. You guys know who this one is. Definitely.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, is this who I think? No.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Mm-hmm. It is...
Can we get some indeed to the chat?
Indeed. They're trying to slide away from the board, but it's not happening. Okay. Alright.
See.
Okay, is there any
We
specific...
gotta tell it looks like a dash animation.
Yeah, dash start and dash mixed together. It is dash start and
Nice.
dash. Also, you can't find anything on this one. Like, it's pretty simple. Move hands forward.
Yeah.
Slide forward. It's a blob with hands. It's a seal with hands. Okay. How many frames do we usually have on dash start? 2? 3?
Not much. Yeah, 2 or 3 sounds fine. Like, dash start, I mean, it depends on the character, but I don't think anybody on Basecast has more than 10 frames of dash start. I would have to check.
Okay,
As far as like an animation goes, I'm looking at the files for Katsu, and he only has 3 drawn frames, but his like actual dash might be long. Like dash start might be longer than that. I know for Olympia, she has 4 drawn frames of dash start.
mm-hmm.
I'm just going off of like mathing it. So the initial dash time of Basecast is anywhere from 8 frames to 16 frames, and then I usually divide that by like 3 or 4. So depending on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because like main recommendation I have for this one is to smooth it out a little bit more. Because it's like a bit too snappy. But it also depends on like how many frames do you use for dash start.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait, Sophia's banned?
What?
Huh?
Huh? Who?
Who?
Some shady?
Somebody in Extended Workshop, I guess. I don't know. You guys keep on going.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah. What do you guys have? Anything else to say here? Or no?
Not much to say. It's good. It's a dash.
I really like how you just utilize like a 2-frame dash right there. It just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
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 Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Alrighty. Next one up to the list. Alright. We got Wormy Worm. Wormy Worm. Tiny little wormy worm.
Oh, worm?
Worm! It's Worm without the hat. Wait.
Oh, it's a different worm.
It's a different worm.
I think this is the Slither.io worm.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh. It's
Of all the characters.
Yeah, their name is Trid.io. Trio.
Of all the characters to make, the worm.
Okay.
Highly anticipated.
Alright. So, what they're saying here, this is a dash start and dash animation. Oh, the second one. Making a slithering motion in 2D pixel art is not easy, but I tried my best. Thoughts? First of all, is your trails coming off the outline and not the body?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's like it immediately like looks off to me, right? It's supposed to like usually. Shoot, I'm forgetting the word. Smears and trails are coming off the body, not the outline.
Yeah.
Unless like the trail is also the outline color. Other than that, I see you're trying your best to do the like the slithering motion. Though consider this, like if you have like a piece of string, right? And put it on the table and try to like wave it around like a snake, right? Oscillating left and right. And from there, you could see like which part of it is like in the background and the foreground. So like the darker ones goes in the back and like the lighter one goes in the front. From here, what kind of looks like it's you're having this J motion, right? Where the tail is like the one moving very intensely, but the head doesn't move as much. That's what my opinion is over here. What do you guys have on this?
Yeah, sine waves are really hard to animate, but it's how worms move, so you gotta do it.
If you can't find a string and like move it around, look up a sine wave, SINE wave, sine wave. It's a mathematical formula, and like you could see it in motion. So like there's a lot of videos of it being in motion, but like the worm's motion is essentially just moving an entire sine wave, like from forward to back, and just shift it to the left every single time during the span of like its dashing. So yeah. Anyways,
I don't know what to say for this one because this is a very complex animation to handle.
But yeah,
like sideways wiggles are like difficult, like
very difficult.
Shit, man.
You should not be attempting this if they're new to this. Also, okay. Captain Technicality has a point here. The whole thing should move left and right, but it seems that the pivot point is around the center. So yeah.
That is true.
It kind of feels like it is, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know. Like, I could see that you're doing the S motion there, right?
Yeah.
But like, the way you're doing it is like, at one point, the entire body is like completely dark. That shouldn't be. That should be a steady stream of like dark light, moving left. Even if it's just a shading or the line moving outwards and inwards. Like you could definitely make a convincing motion with the lines there too.
I have a good GIF for this. It's a actual snake like attempting to slither on like some kind of cloth, but it can't. But it's a really good demonstration of how they move when they slither. Here, I'll post it in chat.
Okay, I'll show it on the screen over here. Just
a reference for it.
Desktop. Add.
But yeah, don't be afraid. Yeah, there it is. Don't be afraid to use like a top-down reference to get extra perspective when you don't have a whole lot. Because like just like have a bunch of dots above them and like kind of move those how you would if it were top-down, and then just shade according to that instead of according to just the side sprite, because that's hard.
Yep.
And here's another thing, right? If you really want to help the perspective, things get shorter the farther you go. The farther this 3D space you go. The closer, the bigger. The farther, the smaller. Use that to your advantage.
Oh, what? Sorry, I was thinking about Snake.
Snake?
We talk about foreshortening!
Yes. Alrighty. Okay. Is that everything that you guys have? Like, I feel like there could be a little bit of improvement on that dash start.
Spar, do you have anything about this?
For the dash start specifically, sorry, I'm still thinking about snakes. I'm sorry, just trying to catch up.
He's lost about snakes.
Yeah,
I know the feeling.
My brain is clear finally. All right, so for the dash start specifically, I would lean away from using the motion lines for that, especially since they only show up for a frame. Because commit more towards that arc that you're already making, and like have the little worm actually like touch the ground and then like begin to slither. Like you're gonna need some more frames for that. It's just one frame, so like you need to like actually commit to the for the worm actually hopping off and then going back to the ground. It's too little frames for the dash start. So just like have him get ready to hit the ground he's already about to slither on. So that's all I got. And remove the blur frames. You should probably not have the blur frames there. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Well,
Wish.
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Just gonna munch. Just gonna munch.
Hey. Here you go.
The content we all signed up for.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next one on the list. All right.
Next one on the list.
We got... Oh boy, sketchy one. And I really like this one too. It's a pretty cool sketchy animation.
Is that from my boy? Yeah, it's from him.
Yeah.
Good thing you changed the background color. I think it would be a lot harder to see on the actual finished version of the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All part of the plan.
All part of the plan.
A ruse the entire time. All of you've been bamboozled. You thought it was my bad internet, but in fact it was just all types of just shut up. It was fucking animation.
Okay, so yeah, changed their submission to next secondary up special. This is a draft. Tugs Nick up by the back of his shirt and then glides him back down. Ooh. That's why it's so dynamic.
Cool.
Do you think that this could be improved, though?
At this early of a stage, it looks good.
Okay. The only one problem I have, right, is how smoothly the arms grab the legs of Plux.
Oh yeah, there's a timing issue here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're expecting for, like, you're being pulled up, and then there is no transition point where you hang time in the air, because you're more likely to be grabbed by gravity really fast. So you have to like grab onto that legs much more faster. But aside from that, I don't see any problems. Right?
Oh. Yeah, I see what you mean now. I thought they were still being carried, like when they get their arms jerked back or something.
No, they are, but then like after the clamp of Pluck, or whatever
they release the T-shirt, but there's somehow hang time on it. Like
yeah,
the only time why I could see like they would have a hang time is that they're still being carried, but like but Plux can't keep up.
Yeah.
Like the only way that kind of motion works is sort of like a double jump, right? Like the end of a double jump.
Yeah.
Or a single jump, but not for an up special like this. So you may want to like grab the legs right away when they glide down.
Yeah.
What do you have to say, you geek?
Yeah, I would have to look at the actual motion of the move, because if like during the clamp, if they're still like moving up and just kind of being pulled by regular gravity, I can see why that would work. Because it's like, oh, they're both in free fall, and that is kind of a zero gravity situation until like different air resistance take hold and all that. Mm-hmm. But if like the clamp just kind of suddenly stops them, yeah. But then yeah, I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. It really depends on the motion. So we would like to see like a proper motion of this. It's all about context on this one.
Yeah. There's one thing that I would say, and that's for the little fairy to have the more so the back straightened out, because the fairy is still like at that angle a little bit, not completely, but just a little bit, like straightening up the back for Pluck or whatever the little fairy's name is called. Would help that up. Or you could like commit into it in instead of it being like, oh, like Nick is grabbing her like her legs, right? Mm-hmm. You can instead have it like the motion goes up, she clamps up, and then they both notice that there's like nothing grabbing onto each other. So like Nick grabs onto the fairy's hands, and she's like floating that way, and have it more so of like a horizontal lean instead of a vertical lean. You know? Mm-hmm. There's two ways you can handle that. It just is whichever one that you are more comfortable taking. Is either like straighten up the back or change the animation just ever so slightly on the flutter part. So where instead of like the legs being grabbed, it's the hands that are being grabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's pretty much a really good way to like explain things. Yeah. And I'm glad you submitted this at an early stage, because there's definitely a lot more changes you could do with this. You know?
Yeah.
Like
it's better to catch these out on this stage than anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It's very important to have it on this stage than nothing, right? And I think there's like a lot of like new people's mistake where they finish up the complete sprite only for us to suggest to redraw the entire thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would suck.
Alrighty then. We're prepared for the last one. Feast your eyes on our last submission. Who's this? Entering in the field with a brush in hand. It's Sai. The real Sai.
Is that a character? Is that a character that Sai made that isn't already done yet?
What
the fuck? Huh? Uh-huh.
What? That's even more surprising.
Whoa. And Sai's not here either. Whoa.
What? Oh no.
Sai!
Oh no.
Sai's actually in the podcast. There he is.
Oh
my god.
Himself.
Oh no. Okay, context. This is Sai's like persona as a Rivals character. So there you go.
Yeah.
You know, I love the fact that this is like frigging a brush animation, like brush stroke, and then they spawn from the puddle of the ink, and then and then like the brush just becomes like a fan, and then they just grab it.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. What do you guys have to critique to this, aside from the... The face is actually really small in this one, now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah. It is. Very small.
Very small.
Maybe intentional.
They're tiny. It's tiny. In fact,
Sai is not as fluffy as the other void foxes, that's why.
Also, did you guys notice like it shrinks when they go up? right?
What
It
thing?
shrinks, like the white part of the head. When they spawn in, it shrinks.
Kinda, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a smear that goes back to small, or something like that.
Yeah,
Also, yeah. Sai stopped midway because of motivation, yada yada yada.
Oh,
They did enlarge the head later on, so that's a good thing.
cool.
Aside from that, I can't really point anything out from this. Like, this is really cool animation. This is one way to actually exaggerate your motions. Be creative. I think that just makes your character stand out, right? Like, especially size in this point.
Add personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
add personality. Like, as much as you can, like, inject every kind of personality. You know? Like, even a cube could have a lot of personality. I mean, look at Wave Dash. Or,
Yeah.
well, what's that rhythm game again? Shapes and, forgotten.
Shapes and beats?
Yeah, Shapes and Beats. Heck, even, like, that other rhythm game where it's, like, kind of like a maze runner, I think.
Oh, Geometry Dash?
Yeah, Geometry Dash. See? Even those have a lot of personality to them. So,
Yeah.
and
Hell, look at the magic carpet from Aladdin. That thing is literally just a cloth.
it's literally a carpet, and yet they give him so much life.
Yeah, that's like one of the tests, I guess, of like being an animator. There is a thing called a flower sack, like animation challenge thing, or like practice, where it's like you take literally just a flower sack and then you like animate it to show personality.
I went through that. And it was amazing how
Nice.
much people could do it. Like, okay, I have a friend who has who animated their flower sack like this sassy little, like that prick kind of deal. Like, you could tell it's like,
Absolute gremlin.
like, they have this like really sexy walk, and then like slaps the other frigging sack. Like, it was like, be gone with you. Yeah,
Nice.
mine was like super floaty.
Aw. Just like Astra.
I love floaty stuff. Okay, and yeah, add some like, I know that we usually like skip on size animation, sometimes like corrections here and there, but I just wanted to take the opportunity to say that this is a very good example of adding a lot of personality, right?
Yeah.
Personas and personas, as much as people keep saying this, it's like, oh well, they might not be any good quality or anything. It's like, listen, all you doubters out there, all y'all motherfuckers that think y'all have the answers, y'all don't got the answers, because this is a Sona, right? This is Sai himself in a character, or themselves. I don't know what whatever. Fucking, this is Sai, right? This is an animated self-portrait, dude. Like, this shows exactly what he's about in the first second of you seeing him on screen. If this showed up in Rivals, be like, oh shit. Like, I know exactly what he's about.
Yeah.
And if I was
And
going
the rest
to
of
make
the animations will follow this amount of like personality added to a character. Yeah.
yeah, if I was going to make myself into Rivals, right, it'd be all about dreams. So like, you'll see these dream projections like coming in, and then like on a poof of stars, so they just appear, and like with a ribbon, like a wind ribbon. I say that's how I. You know those dancers with ribbons? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that kind, and that's my weapon right there.
Okay. Not really like an error or anything, just a suggestion I kind of want to make. You should try, instead of the fan just kind of warping down to their hand, what if it twirls around and they like catch it in the air and they just kind of swing it back down?
Ooh. That
I don't
lovely.
know if Wind Sai will hear this, but like you should try that out. It wouldn't be necessary. It's not an objective improvement, but just try it out. I think it would be cool.
Mm-hmm. That is very, very much a cool thing. Also, yes, I know you're saying cupcake, but I'm specifically saying a wind ribbon. Because Klonoa has a wind ring. Get it? Klonoa is a dream traveler. Recurring theme with mine. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's pretty much it what we have on this episode.
Also, just because one person has that thing doesn't mean no one else is like, fuck y'all.
Yeah. I like how you said that really fast. Mm-hmm. It is a really good treat.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that's it. We're done. We're done. Whoa. We're finally done. Yeah.
Yep, that's all the more, please.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot to catch up on.
Yep.
And we will never get caught up at this rate. Like, y'all keep showing up like a fucking Hydra. Like, you put away one and 7 more shows up in its place. Like, geez.
Mm-hmm. So for now, what we're gonna do is gonna pause the submissions.
I get it. You guys are excited to show us your work, but like, use modded discuss and yeah, we're just gonna like get caught up a little more, and then we'll resume submissions. We're just pausing it for right now, just to get caught up.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, hopefully it'll guys catch up. The submissions will be paused until we do catch up, because like there's a lot going on. Ignore the bells in the background. Yeah.
Oh,
Spark.
Oh, Spark died. For whom the bell tolls.
For whom the bell tolls.
You got to go take go now.
Alrighty. So, yeah, remember to shine your way and reach your dreams. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple.
Peace out, everybody.
Hey there, everybody. This is Ryu from Streets. Did you know my favorite things are jumping into light fierce, stale bread, water without any ice, the newest season of The Simpsons, and dirt. See you in Street Fighter V, everybody.
It's